I've been riding long enough to remember when you didn't need a press release to explain a motorcycle. You saw it, you heard it, you felt it. Rolling these two lanes today, I've been thinking about where Harley-Davidson is headed in 2026. Whether the road they're on still lines up with the riders who built the brand in the first place. Not angry, not impressed, just paying attention. There's no denying Harley's pushing hard into performance touring. New street glide and road glide are more aerodynamic than ever. Redesigned fairings, liquid cooled heads on the Milwaukee 8 to manage the heat better. Less fatigue, more refinement. From a distance, that sounds like progress. And for a rider who's stacking big miles, that matters. But I can't help notice something. Every year, these bikes get smoother, quieter, more controlled, less raw, less demanding. And I wonder, are we building motorcycles that ride themselves? Or riders who still need to be awake? Then there's the new Skyline operating system. Big screens, embedded navigation, everything clean, fast, and modern. Look, I'm not anti-technology. Maps are useful. Music's fine. When the dash starts looking like a luxury car, I start to wonder who's in charge, the rider or the software. Motorcycling used to clear your head. Now it's starting to look like it wants to fill it back up again. Harley's even leaning into hard into new colors. Blood orange, purple abyss, aurora blue denim, and teal thunder. They're bold, eye-catching, made to stand out. Maybe that's the point. Because the bikes aren't just competing with other motorcycles anymore. They're competing with attention spans. One thing that did get my attention was price. Seeing the street bob drop to $14,990 wasn't nothing. They told me Harley knows something's changed. Riders are watching their wallets. That loyalty alone doesn't sell motorcycles anymore. That move felt like Harley remembering where it came from, at least a little. But at the same time, we're hearing about $6,000 prototypes, small displacement bikes, new entry points. That raises a hard question. Is Harley expanding the family or replacing it? Then there's the performance side. The live wire is fast, real fast, sub 3 second fast. No denying the engineering, but speed alone has never been the soul of a Harley. Electric models like the Del Mar, Mulholland, Alpinista, or aimed squarely at a new crowd. Urban, performance focused, tech comfortable. And that's fine, I guess. But it's a different conversation than the one Harley's been having for 100 years. The Sportster S might be the cleanest example of where things are headed. It's powerful, sharp, built around the Revolution Max engine, and a lot of folks love it. But it doesn't ask the same things of the rider that the old Sportsters did. It doesn't forgive mistakes, but it also doesn't demand patience the way the old bikes did. It's a performance machine wearing a familiar name, and names matter. Out on the road, you notice things. Empty dealerships, mergers, fewer bikes on the floor. Harley's tightening inventory, reducing stock, matching supply to what they're calling soft demand. That's just business. The culture feels the impact before the balance sheets do. The dealerships disappear. So do meeting places, stories, local history. Brand doesn't just live in factories. He lives in parking lots. One thing Harley's clearly betting on is the global market. That X440 overseas, small displacement, modern tech, affordable. It's found a foothold, and it makes sense. But it also tells me something important. Harley knows the future rider doesn't look like me anymore. The question is whether the past rider still has a seat at the table. Here's the truth as I see it. None of this is wrong. None of it's evil. And I don't think any of it's accidental. Harley's adapting, surviving, maybe even evolving. But evolution always costs something. What I worry about isn't horsepower, or screens, or electric motors. It's whether the rider still feels like a part of the machine, or just another system being managed. Riding these two lanes reminds me of why I fell in love with Harleys in the first place. They require something from you. Attention, respect, humility. If Harley can carry that forward, no matter what powers the wheels, they'll be alright, I guess. If not, well, the road has a way of sorting that out. I'm not done riding. I'm not done watching. But I am paying attention. 2 lanes, changing world, same question as always. Where does a fellow belong in all this? Well, I guess we'll see down the road. guess that's enough reflected for one afternoon. So I'm going to cut it right here. And as always, I'll see you down the road.